ladies and gentlemen, from the amphitheater, here is Jeremy Orr! Thank you.
That's my job.
Thank you. Hey, how's it going, everybody? How's it going? That's right. I'm Jeremy Orr. I'm on here. My humor, essentially, as you'll find out through tonight, is observational humor. You ever notice they put a microphone out here and then put a mic stand? A no mic stand. How the hell am I supposed to hold my cigarettes and my booze and talk to you guys at the same time? What the fuck is this fucking shit? Anyway, you ever notice? I mean, they didn't even send me a glass of water. I mean, look at this shit. Okay, well, enough of that. Most of my stuff, as you may or may not notice, tonight you'll hear a lot of things, a lot of blue collar things. Well, they're not really blue collar, and I don't want to call it black collar, because then all your anti-Semitic people will get pissed off at me. They'll say, he's a racist. And I'll say, shit, he's a racist. So I really don't want that. I don't want that at all. But by the end of the night, all of you motherfuckers are going to call me a racist. So I can't call it black collar comedy, because then all those people will be pissed off at me. So I'm not going to. Let's just call it dark purple comedy. Dark purple, huh? You like the sound of that, do you? You like the sound of that? Alright. So, let's get started here. Let's get started here tonight. What am I waiting for? Why haven't I gotten started yet? Huh? What the hell? Hey! Where's my glass of water? How can you expect me to get started without my glass of water that is filled with chloride, and it's filled with fluoride, and it's filled with all your basic nutrients and gizmos that's supposed to make your body feel fresh? Where is it? How do you expect me to get along without a little fluoride in my diet? Or a little cancer in my diet? I gotta have about 10,000 carcinogens going through my blood flow before I start talking about funny shit. There we go. There we go. There's my water. Got my water there. Gonna take a drink of it. Those of you that think that was water, well, let's just say that I hope the first 10 people sitting in the front row aren't smoking right now. Anyway, observational humor. Observational humor. That's most of my stuff. And most of it, for the most part, is blue collar. Now, well, let's talk about this observational humor here for a second. Let's talk about it. Alright, well, for example, you ever notice that when you take a shit, your shit smells fairly decent, like you can stand it? But when someone else is taking a shit, their shit smells, well, like shit. That's right. Anybody that lives with anyone knows this scenario that's coming up next. you gotta go to the bathroom, and you walk into the bathroom right after someone else has just taken a shit, this is usually the response that you get. Oh, I gotta take a piss. Oh, damn, that shit stinks. Boy, your shit stinks worse than fucking 2 skunks fucking. Jesus, what the hell happened in here? And here's you when you're taking a shit. Oh boy. And you call people in there to look at it. Hey honey, come in here and look at this, will you? Especially when you get done. Hey, boy, that's a big son of a bitch. Would you look at him? He wrapped around the toilet at least 3 times. If you're married to her, hey, looks like your mother. Ha ha ha. Even if you have a roommate, you run into this shit all the time. Your shit smells okay, their shit smells pretty bad. Unless you've eaten some deviled eggs that day. You don't want to be around me after I've eaten deviled eggs. That shit will melt paint. I'm telling you, that is a stinky shit. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Nope, gotta move on. Gotta move on. Gotta move on. Enough of that. Enough shit talk. We'll save the shit talk for later. You ever been picking your nose and then you don't know where to put it once you get it out? You look around, there's nothing around to put it in. You ever been picking your nose and think it's a dry one, and then when you get to the very end of it, it's slimy? Hey, I told you it was blue-collared stuff. That's what I do here. Anyway, getting back to the similarities, some of the things that are the same about human beings, some of the things that people don't want to talk about, some of the things that no one wants to talk about, some of the things we think about but no one talks about. Like, for example, did you ever look at your watch and not know what time it is? And then you look again and you still don't know? And then you look a third time and you still don't know what time it is? And then when someone comes up to ask you, hey, what time is it? You say, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Here's another thing. You ever go to sleep in the middle of the day and then wake up and it's dark outside and you don't know what goddamn day it is? You ever go into a room and then forgot what the fuck you went in there for? And then you go into another room and then you figure it out what it is you went to the other room for, and then you go into the other room and then you still can't remember why you went in there. Why did I go in there? Then you start to think you're crazy, or maybe you're losing it. Don't you hate it when you lose something and then you go to ask someone where the thing is and they say, well, what'd you lose? And then you tell them, and then they say, well, it's usually in the last place that you looked. Well, thank you, Mr. Einstein. Like I couldn't figure that out for myself. Of course it's in the last place where I left it. Where else would it be? I think sometimes when you put something down, little green men go into your room and take it and hide it on you. Did you ever get that shit? When you're living with someone, it's more apparent. What did you do with the remote? Like someone came in and stole the remote. I get this shit all the time. You look in the couch cushions, you look underneath the table, you look everywhere, you still can't find the remote. So what do? What'd you do with it? I didn't take it. Did you take it? No, I didn't take it. Like someone broke into your house, looked at all your stuff, your stereo, your TV, all your stuff, and stole your remote.